how can you be the main character of your own life if you're not acting like a protagonist? In other words, you're treating yourself like a main character, but you think that the main character is someone who is victimized most. When in reality, the main character is the protagonist, the person that addresses the problems that they're facing. Yes, they could be victims of specific circumstances or specific people. However, they don't stay that way throughout the storyline. In other words, for you to become a main character, you have to think like a protagonist. And a protagonist attacks a specific problem, it gathers its resources, and ultimately it builds a team so that it is capable enough to go after the problems that is bothering it, essentially. And so, the biggest misconception that people have is that for you to become a main character, you have to feel like a victim, when in reality, it's really all about becoming the protagonist. In other words, starting to own up to the mistakes that you have, starting to own up to the decisions that you're making, and ultimately choosing the battles that you have to fight. In other words, for you to become the main character, you have to start thinking like a protagonist, not a victim.